My name is Kelly Weed, and I'm from Franklin, North Carolina. Today I'm here to show you how to make my Aloha Cheesecake with Philadelphia cream cheese. First, we start off with two 8-ounce blocks of the Philadelphia cream cheese that have been left at room temperature. To that, we are going to add 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. We mix this on a mixer until very well blended, starting off slow. And as it starts to work and the sugar becomes incorporated with the cream cheese, we will turn up the speed. And this will blend for 3 to 4 minutes. After about 1 minute, you're going to stop your mixer and scrape down the sides to make sure that all of the sugar gets blended in to the cream cheese, and so you don't have any lumps of cream cheese or sugar within your batter. This is what we're looking for, a nice, creamy, smooth texture. Now that the cream cheese and sugar are blended, we are going to add the rest of our ingredients for the cheesecake. We're going to add 2 whole eggs. Now most people will tell you to add 1 egg at a time. I just go ahead and add all of them together. I have good high size on my mixer so they don't splash, but if yours does not, feel free to add them 1 at a time until incorporated to prevent splashing. And again, once they start to mix, turn your mixer off and scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl to make sure everything is thoroughly blended. This cheesecake recipe is so simple. You're not going to believe how incredible it tastes and how easy it is to make it. Alright, now that the eggs are added, we're going to add our final ingredients, which are the extracts. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of rum extract and 1 teaspoon of coconut extract. Oh, it already smells like the islands in here. Fabulous. Now, once that is added, it is time to pour batter into the crust. Now I have made a crust of ground vanilla wafers, ground macadamia nuts, melted butter, and sugar. This crust, actually, you do not have to bake before adding your batter. Here's my spatula. It's hiding from me. I'm going to give it one little quick mix here to make sure everything is incorporated. And into our crust it goes. Very simple. Use your spatula to evenly spread the batter over the crust. And we do have 2 more toppings that we will make for this cheesecake, but first it needs to go into the oven, preheated at 375 for 18 minutes. Once it's cooked for 18 minutes, it will come out of the oven and cool for 5 minutes, and I'll show you how to finish this cheesecake. Welcome back, everybody. Our cheesecake has come out of the oven and cooled for 5 minutes, and you can see it's got a nice golden color to the top. As it cooled, I went ahead and preheated the oven to 450 degrees. For our next topping, we take 1 cup of sour cream, half a cup of sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to mix this until it's well blended and spread it on top of the cheesecake. There we are. Now this recipe is very dear to my husband and I. We were fortunate enough to get to honeymoon in Hawaii, and every time I make this cheesecake it just reminds us of that special time in our life. Alright, now it doesn't have to be completely dissolved, the sugar, but you do want to mix it very well so that all the flavors are spread out evenly throughout this topping. It's going to be pretty loose in consistency. It's just going to make it even easier to pour on top of the cheesecake. Here we are. I was always taught to try to focus around the edges first, as the middle will always take care of itself. So that's what we're going to do. Just spread it all over the top of the cheesecake. If it goes over the crust, that's okay. How simple is that, huh? Pardon me? Okay, now our cheesecake will go back into the oven at 450 degrees and bake for 5 minutes. This is the final baking components of this recipe. There we go. Here, 5 minutes. Now, to finish up the cheesecake, we are going to do a sauteed pineapple topping. Get a medium saucepan and put it on medium-high heat. You will need 2 cups of crushed pineapple in pineapple juice. I prefer Dole brand, but anyone that you like is fine. We also are going to add half a cup of sugar and some cornstarch to it. What we need to do is make sure that the cornstarch gets very, very well mixed into everything. Otherwise, you're going to get clumps within your topping, and parts of it will taste cornstarch, I guess is the word to say, if it's not well blended. So use a whisk and mix it up until it is all blended in. And we are going to cook this over medium-high heat until it has thickened. Okay, our topping has thickened, as you can see. It takes roughly 5 to 6 minutes to get that nice, thick consistency. And our cheesecake has finished as well. You'll know it's done when it bubbles along the outside. Now we are going to take our topping and arrange it on the cheesecake. Now I like to spoon it so that you still see a little bit of the cheesecake around the outside. Oh, I cannot wait to get into this. And you won't either. The smell in this house is just amazing right now. There we are. Ooh. All right. And the rest can just go right on the top here on the middle. Okay, that's going to do it. I like to also garnish it with a little bit of dry coconut flakes. And also, too, you can garnish it with some more of the chopped macadamia nuts if you'd like. Alright. And there you have it, our Aloha Cheesecake. All that's left to do is to cover and refrigerate at least 2 hours or overnight. Aloha!